Hello, fight fans. This is Coach Nathan of NS 7 Power Boxing Series at NS7.com with a recap of last night's Showtime Boxing Pay Per View card, highlighted by now the mandatory #1 contender in the 168-pound division, and that's David Benevidez, as he pounded out a unanimous decision win over a game, gutsy but overmatched Caleb Plant. First off, I was wrong in my assessment of Benevidez. He was definitely not overtrained and fought with a controlled aggression despite the holding and low blows from Plant. Plant, for his part, fought the first half of the match quite well, outmaneuvering and outpointing David. I thought at some point Caleb would sit down on his punches more, especially in the last handful of rounds when he was getting hurt. I wanted to see him just stop, drop those hips, bend those knees just a little, and lean into a right hand or left hook when David got close. Not only to get his respect, but possibly to hurt Benevidez as well. To beat the champions and elite contenders at this high level, folks, well, at least from this coach's opinion, you got to put something on him, which is power. I'm a fan of Caleb's, but that's why I kept referring to him in the build-up as having to be brick hands instead of sweet hands in order to win. Likewise is the case with Benevidez. If and when he fights either Canelo or Bivol or Better Biv, all of those guys have power to hurt, stun, or knock you out, so none of those guys can just walk the other one down with ease. Great sportsmanship, however, after the fight. Jim Gray, it would have been nice to see him let Jose Benavidez Sr. Apologize more when he took the mic at the end of the interview process. And these are concerning his comments about Caleb Plant's daughter before the fight. It appeared that the sound went out throughout the arena, but it was cut off to the live Showtime pay-per-view audience. Now, a lot of folks, I know they love the trash talk to obviously hype the fight. Personally, I'm an old school who doesn't like it when it gets gutter style, or if it crosses the line, such as talking about one's wife or kids. Nonetheless, it was great for the fans to see the sportsmanship, particularly the new fans, to show the pro fighters are not just a bunch of thugs, but hardworking athletes that have and respect their families. Now, one of the biggest fight ripoffs this year so far is the match between Jose Valenzuela versus Chris Colbert. Huge ripoff. Valenzuela should have won unanimously. He hurt Chris throughout the fight. And most of the time when you hurt your opponent in the first round and in the last round, that usually seals the deal with the judges. Well, not the case here. The commission should order a mandatory rematch. Now, in the co-main event between unbeaten junior middleweight contenders, Joey Spencer, he showed more heart and courage than skills. He showed decent combination punching. He had no jab and no defense. It was a smart move by his corners to stop the fight. This allows him to just go home, work on correcting your mistakes, and at 23 years of age, he has plenty of time to improve. Jesus Ramos, on the other hand, he showed good defense, good poise, and good power in stopping Spencer in the 7th round. And this runs his record to 20 wins, no defeats, with 16 knockouts. So, that's my take on the fight, folks. These were good fights, some good action, and some good drama. But don't forget, for elite boxing instruction, elite boxing analysis, and elite boxing philosophy, click that like button, check me out, and subscribe to NS 7 Power Boxing Series at NS7.com. And as always, I'll be seeing you the next main event.